Hey, so I am Mark, and we are here to do the drifter deployment. And you can see here the vessel, the NEOS vessel that we are going to use to do that. It's the Adriaan Coene. And yeah, welcome aboard. Follow me. All right, so now that we are out here on the water, I can show you the actual type of drifter that we are going to deploy. So this is the device that we are using, and it is a surface drifter. So it is a piece of equipment that is buoyant. It will stay at the top of the water, and it will follow around with the water movement. Now, this particular one is very shallow, but there are different geometries, different types of drifters, depending also on what your research questions are, what you are interested in measuring. So most of them will be a bit higher. They may even have extra equipment at the bottom, grouges, to make them actually sensitive to lower parts of the water, of the surface water. If you go to even deeper, or if you go to really deep waters, then there are also bigger versions of this type of drifter available, and they can reach down tens of meters and be sensitive to these types of currents as well. Now, almost all of these drifters have a positioning system in there, so they keep track of time and position. And then it depends also a bit on what you are interested in measuring, what are the capabilities of the device. This one here actually also has a temperature measurement. You can see here the opening, so that's connected to a temperature sensor, and with this you can infer the sea surface temperature. Yeah, as I said, one thing that is particular about this one is that it's pretty shallow. So it will float in the water maybe up to the rim here, and that makes it very sensitive to the very surface structure of the water. And that makes it interesting for our specific application of tracking the behavior of bigger plastic pieces. Because of course, they tend to be really buoyant, they tend to stick to the surface. So they are in some way similar to how this device behaves. Now, we are headed towards the deployment site, and what is important to keep in mind is that we make sure that these devices are properly sealed. They need to be waterproofed. We want to make sure that the satellite communication is up and running. Ideally, we want to have signal before throwing them into the water to make sure that on the site everything is set up and working correctly. And these stock drifters here, they have magnetic switches. You can see the marking here. So we can take a ribbon, a magnet, and take it close to this surface here. Sometimes it's also on the other side. It's a bit hard to know. You have to try it out. But then it will give off two vibrations to signal that it is turning on. And yeah, and once this is done, we can go to the side of the deck, and then we can actually deploy it. Usually, you wouldn't do this while we are cruising, so we are going to slow down and then also target specific locations for the deployment.